This one?
Get the jury.
This one right here? All right.
I'm keeping this one for me. You want this on?
Yeah, yeah. Make sure
Hmm?
No, give me your number. Give me your number. انزل واجلس مع النساء ولا تلعب بالشيء اجلس على الارض عند تعال بين النساء put that up on my table. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله.
كيف حالكم؟
بخير.
بخير والحمد لله. نعم كل الناس بخير. كل الناس بخير. نعم الحمد لله رب العالمين. هل فهمتم هذا؟
نعم.
فاهمين؟
نعم.
شغلتم فيه. شغلتم فيه. شغل في هذا. كل الناس يشتغل في هذا. لا لا تفهمين. نعم فهمت أم لا؟
لا.
نعم أم لا؟ نعم أو لا؟ لا أنا أتكلم إليك. ما شاء الله ما شاء الله. هل هذا فاهم؟ أيوة قل فهمت. هل أنت فهمت؟ نعم لو ليس يس هو نعم أو لا؟
لا.
لا؟ نعم أيوة الحمد لله. كل الناس يقولوا نعم ولا. هذا لابد أن يكون سهلا. نعم أو لا. فاهمين أو ليس فاهم. ليس. هذه الكلمات, these words. You guys understand these words? What did you do with these words? ماذا فعلتم بها? What did you do? كتبتم, right? What else did you do with them? ماذا بعد? You made flashcards out of them. وما بعد? You made sentences out of them. Okay, so then if you made sentences, you should be familiar with hearing them, right? So? You should hear yourself at least with these words. But listen, I don't want you to be closed-minded or narrow-minded. What does it mean to be narrow-minded? Right, you got this word, now you can't think outside of that construction. Say this word, shughl. Hal shagaltum. You get it? I use the same root. Hal shagaltum. Have y'all worked with it? Hal fahimt? Ashtagilu. I am working. From the same word, right? Fahimun. So you want to be open with this. Aywa, alhamdulillah. Min ayna jit? Anta jittu min man? Min ayna? Anta jittu min ayna? نقول جئت من
I have come here.
لا تتكلم بالإنجليزي يا أستاذ. قل جئت من
أنا جبت
من
بيت.
أيوة الحمد لله من بيتي.
من بيتي.
أيوة الحمد لله. لا أريدكم يعني متراجمون. I don't need anybody to translate. No, seriously. I don't want you to translate. I want you to go beyond translating. How do you go beyond translating? Anybody know? Yes, ma'am. استمرار. تقوله مرة ومرة ومرة. Do you translate the word Islam? When you hear it, do you translate the word Muslim? Do you translate the word dua or salah? Why not? Lay? Sorry? You know what it means. No, that's not why you don't translate it.
Understand the concept.
That's part of the reason, but that's not why you don't translate it, because we ask you to explain it, you probably get it wrong. Because you've used it so much and you're constantly using it, you're beyond translating it. Right? Most people don't know the technical meanings of the word salah, zakah, and Islam, and those things, right? You find most people that get on, we have so many foolish people who get on saying they represent Islam and say Islam means peace. Right? That's one of the biggest, you're like, oh my goodness. Right? It doesn't mean peace, or that our religion is Islam. You get my point? They translate deen for religion, and this is totally wrong. But we know these terms, these concepts enough not to translate them, that they have enough colloquial meaning that we don't need to translate them. Why? Because we've used them over and over again. And that's the only way you're going to go beyond doing what Dr. Yusuf did. When I asked him a question, he immediately translated it. You know why? Because he reads a lot more than he talks. Okay? And that's what happens with most of us people who are learning. Hey, thank you, Heather. It's happy and so
Alhamdulillah.
there's an old Arab statement that whoever does not defend their watering hole, he's going to be upset, right? And whoever defends it is going to be called a zalim. You get my point? Either way, I'd rather be called a zalim to save my books. I also knew a lady who was like, oh, let the children do anything. Oh, don't worry about them. And then they lost her diamond earrings. Okay, they went in her box and lost her diamond earrings. And she was upset. But who could you be upset with? And there was other people, their stuff was secure. Why? Because they were like, no, you can't play with this. Okay? So I learned another rule. Let them play with your box, you lose your diamond earrings. Alhamdulillah. So most people who are non-Arab speaking people, we are introduced to Islam through the Quran and the Hadith, right? And those things, not khutbahs and everything like that, but just Quran and Hadith, and those are written materials. So we read it, and then we get the hands where we get whatever dictionaries, whatever resources we have, and we translate it. And then we think about that, what that means in translation, as opposed to going back to the Arabic and then reading it again. You see the mistake? So let's say I get a book and it says, Ja'a rajulu minas suq. Qulu? المرة الأخرى جاء الرجل من السوق. So then I get a book and I say, okay, Ja'a means he came. Ar-rajulu, the man, okay? Mina suq, from the marketplace, from the mall, from the store, whatever. And so then I anglicize it, says the man came from the store. And then I keep going. What did I miss doing? What should I have done?
Read it again.
Right, as opposed to saying, after translating it, Ja'a rajulu mina suq, saying, okay, a man came from suq. Once I saw that, I tell you, don't even articulate it. Don't even say it out loud. Don't say the translation out loud. You understood it, right? You saw it. Now turn back to the Arabic, and with the understanding that you now have, say, Ja'a rajulu mina suq. I understand that now. Because isn't that what you want to understand?
No.
Does that make sense, guys?
No.
In that way, you will stop translating. Because you now get it. And that's what you want to do. At the stage that you guys are at now, the things that I have given you, just what you have so far, if you work with that, work with it means your jaw, your ears, not your eyes. We're dealing with conversational Arabic. So you have to speak it and hear it. Okay? And unless you do that for the next 2 months, December's going to come and you're going to know more words, but you won't be able to do anything with them because you haven't practiced using them. Key words that we have here that will allow you to hold a conversation. Matter of fact, since you ladies are here today, why don't you do me a favor? Why don't you sit back a little bit further, and one of you ladies go talk to one of them and talk to the other one. Ask them who are they, where they come from, and basic questions like that. Okay? Let's go. Let me set it up since everybody's looking like horrified. Like it's the actually feel horrible. Hey, one here, yeah. Hey, Adam. What? No, I think this one. Let's go, ladies. Let's go one by one. Not to my children. They want to go talk. They'll be like, I don't mean they're good, you know. Come on, let's go, ladies. See, you want to take advantage of this. You want to take advantage of native speakers. And ladies, work with them. Stretch them. Don't talk English. فهم على راحة بالعربي فقط بالإشارة وكل شيء. نعم هكذا. The same way, see, children are excellent people to be around when you want to learn your language. Because you can talk to them in Arabic. And they will understand. And they will look at you and say, like, I don't understand, I don't get it. And then you can use other things around you to make them understand, and they will remember. Okay? Oh, you can't tell me a baby, you know, some people, oh, she doesn't understand Arabic. How do you know? A baby understands every language. Every language. In fact, they don't distinguish. There's no border for them. You have to move a little bit to right here. Okay, just right here. No problem, right here. Just a little bit. Because you just sat right in front of her, that's all. Nah, it's no big deal. You know, but you guys get my point? And it seems like sometimes when they're like, they're starting to mix languages, that's also a good thing. Okay? Then they'll start to realize, oh, with these people we play this language, and these people we play that language. I tell you that because when I talk to my children, if my little daughter, she's 2 and not even 3 yet. So she's more than 2.5, but she's almost 3, but not 3 yet, okay? If you tell her something in English, she might just say, yeah, whatever, Jack, you know? She literally be like, but as soon as you say it in Arabic, she's like, okay, this is getting serious. You're using that talk, okay? And that talk to her, we haven't said this is Arabic, this is English, okay? And now she's starting to respond in different languages, okay? If I start talking to her in Arabic, she'll start mumbling back to me in Arabic. And I can tell the difference. I may not be able to tell everything that she's saying, but I can tell that she's talking now in Arabic to me, right? Does that make sense? Now, you're going to do the same thing. You just got to find your click. What's your click? Your adult determination that I'm not going to use English right now. Does that make sense? And that I have to speak in Arabic. I want to gig you if you start talking in English. There's no reason to. You have all the words that you need to have the conversation you need to have. Now I'm going to give you some more words here, and we're going to cut it because I want the ladies to be able to go home early. So I'm going to erase these words here, and I'm going to give you a few more words. These few words are you know, they talk about superfoods, right? What's a superfood? Give me a superfood.
Avocado.
Avocado. You know what? That's amazing. We were just talking about avocado today. They call it alligator fruit, and sometimes. And I thought that was amazing because it looks like, you know, we lived in Florida. It looks like a gator fruit, you know, with that skin. You know, so that's. اسكتي أنت لا تتكلمي هكذا. يعني شكرا. So the avocado is a superfruit because it has vitamin A, B, K, all these other things, and you know. And there's an interesting thing about fruits and vegetables that whatever they look like, they help. You know, that's why I've noticed that. You know, you look at the walnut, right? Help your brain. There's so much into that. Yeah, auntie, that you have. All right, auntie. So those fruits, I'm gonna give you some super words, and these super words are words that help you do lots of different things with. Now, some of these words I've given you before, but I want to reiterate them. Like, for instance, and some of these you may already know. I made a list of these so I could remember. First one is Laysa. Say it.
Laysa.
What does Laysa mean? Loud, like you said it. It does not, he does not, I do not. You get my point? You can use it like that based on whatever comes after it. Okay? Laysa kadhalik. It's not like that, right? Kadhalik. Laysa jameel. It's not nice. It's not beautiful, right? It's not. Even if you get it wrong, laysa taban. You know, he is not taban, but you mean yourself. Everybody knows. Hey, go get her. Take your jackets off, girls. They got it. Everybody follow me? So laysa, and the opposite of it would be hunaka. Say hunak.
Hunaka.
Hunak or hunaka, right? Either way. So hunaka is there is, okay? There is. Or it is. Hunaka. You can also use innahu. Say innahu.
Innahu.
Shukran. Innahu. Same thing. But now if you want to say there is not, you say innahu laysa. You know, you can say that. Innahu laysa kadha. So innahu, same thing, same meaning. No, hunaka is hunaka. You can say hunak or hunaka. Right? Hunaka, no, they got it. Don't worry about it. They're good. They're skilled, experienced child hunters. Toddlers, you know. Okay? Excellent. And they're aunts. So they got this whole thing. See, they brought it back. And she didn't even complain. Let it run a little bit, you know, then go hunt her down. You know? Alhamdulillah. Now, none of these words are new. I gave you these words before. Okay, I mentioned hunak, but I didn't write it. But I mentioned it. Hunaka and innahu, same thing. Depending on what you want to say. Meaning you can use either one, but sometimes hunaka is better when you're talking about a thing. Hunaka. Like there is physically in my house. Hunaka kitab. Hunaka bait. Hunaka rajul. Now innahu is when you're talking about innahu, he is a man. Innahu kitab. Innahu azraq. Innahu, I want to say ahmar, but it's not, but I'll say ahmar. You get my point? So innahu is more like that. I don't say hunaka ahmar. Hunaka, no. Hunaka is physical. Right? Where it is. Where innahu is about, it's like characteristic of that. فهم؟ ليس إنجليزي، لا إنجليزي، لا تسمح لها إنجليزي. وهي ما هذا؟ ليس أغلق هذا الكتاب. أنت تأخذها لنفسك وليس لها، لا تريها الكتاب. نعم. نعم، لا ينبغي لك أن تنظري. تتكلمي. You're not going to have the book in front of your hands when you start talking. You need to start doing it, what you can do, where you're at. Al-an, dahin. Okay, there's another word. It's a very important word. This is another super word. Say an. Say an. Say it louder. An. In Arabic, it's like this. Ain noon. Say an. Now you can use this word a lot. It means in. It means about. It means regarding, referring to, around, on the authority of. It came through. You get my point? It's a super word regarding that thing. How did I get here? An sayyara. Right, I came here by way of sayyara. An. You get my point? How did it come? An barid, from the mail. You fahamt? If I want to know what you're talking about, amma, about what? He's talking about innahu yatakallamu an. He's talking about. If I want to say regarding, he says an kada wa kada, about regarding such and such. So an is a super word. You can use it for referring to, about, in, you know, all those types of words. An. And we find it in the Quran. What do we call it? Sort of juz what? What's the biggest juz that everybody memorizes? What does amma mean? What is amma? Look at that. We keep saying this, but we should know it off the top of our head. What?
About what are they speaking?
Amma means about what? Say amma. Amma.
Amma.
Now say it like a question.
Amma.
Amma. Say that.
Amma.
Right. If I'm talking, you don't know what I'm talking about. You say, "Ya تتكلم عما." يعني عما. عما. Right? About what? عما يتكلمون. نحن عما ندرس. About what are they studying? You get my point? So amma is the same word. We have to use it. Instead of just saying it, let's use it. Oh, what happened to the noon? It got absorbed into the meme, just like we have in regular speech. You don't say, the noon never stands next to a meme or a bad in Arabic language, except that the noon is gone. Say prophets. Nabi, right? No, don't say it in English. It's Nabi is one. How do you say in plural? Anbiya. You don't say Anbiya, you say Anbiya. Right? We say Ahmad ibn Hanbal. We don't say Hanbal, Hanbal. You get my point? The noon is always eaten up by the ba and the meme. Does that make sense? In Tajweed we call it iqlab. Okay? The noon turns into a subtle meme and then turns into the ba, a shiddah to the ba. So, an, or amma, which comes to our other word, which is ma. You know, ma, say ma, or matha. Say that, matha. Ma or matha. So matha and matha mean this word right here, what? Okay? Or that which. But that's always ma, is that which. Ma and matha both mean what? But what could come with the meaning of that which, right? Don't we say what we was talking about? We don't mean what are you doing? But we use the same what? Same thing in Arabic. Ma. That's okay? I'm talking al-kitab. Ma al-kitab, ayu kitab, you know? You know, ma hada, what is that? That's ma. Okay? For the what?
لماذا؟
ما كنت الذي كنت تتكلم. عما كنت تحمل. What kitab? الكتاب عما كنت تحمل. Amma, about, regarding the one that. Amma, the what is here is the alladhi. What do you call the? Yani, that which you had with you. You know what I'm saying? Get my point? Ma comes with the meaning of that which sometimes in usage.
You say lace mather?
You could say mather.
Oh, lace mather?
Laysa ma, don't bite the end. No, lace, not mather. No, mather, yani, mather is a question always. Mather is always what? Istifham, yani asking a question. But ma is a question and also means the word alladhi. Say the word alladhi.
Alladhi.
Don't we know that word? Ya ayyuha?
Alladhi.
No, ya ayyuha alladhina amanu, right? It comes in the Quran 88 times. Ya ayyuha alladhina amanu. Alladhina amanu, right? Alladhina, those who have, right? So you have alladhina and you have alladhi. Say alladhi.
Alladhi.
That's the singular, that which. Those who, alladhina, those who. Alladhi, that which. You follow me? Give me your phone. Which phone? Alladhi fi yadik. Alladhi, the one that you have in your hand. Fi yadik. You guys follow me? Alladhi, say the word.
Alladhi.
Alladhi,
Alladhi.
that which. Okay? Alladhi. Give me your sweater. Which sweater? Alladhi talbis. The one, alladhi, right? That you're wearing. Give me your kufi. Ayu kufi. Alladhi ala ra'sik. فاهمين؟ فاهمين؟
نعم.
أيوة. فهمنا الذي قلت. Get it? فهمنا الذي قلت. Or فهمنا ما قلت. You see? ما قلت. Now I said ما. فهمنا قلوا. فهمنا
فهمنا
ما قلت.
ما قلت.
What you said, right? But what there means that which you said. You get my point? And you can change that ma to alladhi qult, that which you said. Follow me? So alladhi wa ma sometimes come with the same meaning. That's what I was meaning to show you. But mother is always going to be what as a question. Fahmeen? Hey, walhamdulillahi rabbil alameen.
And Lisa was
Laysa, there is not.
nothing. Yeah.
It's a negation. There is not. It is not. It is not. Or he is not. Or there is not. Any type of not. It is not, he is not, there is not. Laysa. Laysa fi JB $100. There is not in my pocket $100. Fihmed?
Which pocket?
Here, look at the business
Which pocket?
manager.
Which
He
pocket?
said, which pocket? Let's test that theory, right? And then there's the other word we're going to have, inda. Say it.
Inda.
Inda. This is a very, very important part. No, لا ترجعين هنا. اجلس هناك. عندنا أناس أخرى. يا أيها. إحدى هنا. One of you guys go.
Like one by one?
واحد. She's taking too much time. Have a seat. Stealing up, taking all the time. As they used to say in Jahidi, you're taking up too much time at the idol. Okay. Alhamdulillah. Don't let them talk to you in English, guys. Don't لا إنجليزي عندهم. ولا تسمعهم يقرأوا من الورق. أيوة الحمد لله رب العالمين. خذ الورقة عنها. See, that said, take the water عنها, from her, right? عنها, not minha. Min doesn't mean the same thing. I say اقتربي مني. How I just اقتربي مني, right? اقتربي مني. I told my daughter to get close to me. I said minni. Now if I wanted to get away from me, I said ابتعدي عني. عني means get away from me. I'm teasing. I'm saying teaching you some words. You ladies are like, oh, you know, but I'm teaching you how to teach the words. You know, عني. That means like away from me. عني. Right? That means get away from. But minni means minni, hey, because min is from, to be part of. Right? You know, so you'll be part of it. So understand the different usages in Arabic. Now the word we're dealing with is inda. Say inda.
Inda.
It's in Arabic like this. Inda. Say inda.
Inda.
Now inda is very important. Very, very important. It is to possession. Okay? It shows possession. What does it show?
Possession.
Okay. And it's like to have. You can use it as have. Okay? So now we have to do with suffixes at the end of words. What are we dealing with?
Suffix.
What's a suffix?
It's part of
A suffix is.
suffix is part of the end of the word.
That's partially right. Anybody want to help him? A suffix, the word suffix is different from a prefix, right? Suffix means we fix it to the end of the word. Where a prefix, we put it in the beginning part of the word. Does that make sense? So a suffix here are, we're going to show possessive suffixes. We're going to put things at the end of inda to show that I possess that thing. I have, you have, or there is. Does that get my point? So in inda, we can say there is also. Inda ahli, in my family. You see how I said that? Because in taqdeeru kalam is I have in my family. Inda bayti, in my house. Indi, I have. So I put an E at the end of it. Indi, I have.
Indeed.
Indaka,
Indaka.
you have. You get my point? Indaka. And you want to ask a question? هل عندك نقود؟ يا داوود هل عندك نقود? You have money? نقود literally is gold. قليل يعني صغير right? الحمد لله. هل فهمتم؟ عندك قولوا عندي عند. And when you put عند, you put something there. عند بيتي عند سيارتي. You know, عند يعني شغلي. At my job, right? عند شغلي, at my job. عند المكتب, عند البيت, عند الثلاجة, عند غرفة النوم. فهمت؟ Inda, there is. But when you put the pronoun, when you put the possession at the end, the suffix, then that shows who has. Indi, I have. It changes it now from there is to I have. Indi. Okay? Indi, say it.
Indeed.
I have. What am I writing? Indi. Okay, I have. Okay, indaka, say indaka. Indak, or just say indak. Because you can say indak and you mean male and female, right? Indak. You have it in it. Hal indak. We can know the word and hal, right? Is a question. Hal is a question. Hal indaka qalaman? Hal indaka qahwa? Hal indaka mushkila? فهمت? And if I want to be general, I say hal indakum. I can say to you, هل عندكم أي مشكلة? Now it's respect because I'm saying عندكم. Just the same way we say Assalamu alaikum. Right? And I say that for male and female. صحيح?
No.
عندكم فهم؟ عندكم فهم? Do you all understand? نعم فهمنا. فهمنا عندنا فهم. قد فهمنا.
أنا فهم.
عندكم. So عندنا. Say عندنا.
عندنا.
عندنا. We have. عندك. You have. Right? عندك. عندنا. I'm thinking Arabic. You saw? عندنا. عندك. Now, that's a lot of words because these are connectors. These are sentence builders. That you take those words that you already have and you mix them with these and you have a plethora of conversation. What can't you say? You can say what you have. You can say what there is. You can say who you are. Now, the only thing else you need now, well, you do need to know clothing. There are some couple other things, are actions. Right? What are you going to do? Okay? فعل. And you can get away with فعل, فعلت, وفعلت for a long time. فعلت هكذا, وفعلت هكذا. But we want to know things. We want to know things like sleep, go, come. We already know go and come. ذاهب ويعني جئت من. Right? هكذا. You can say that. So, is there any question? هل عندكم سؤال? Look, هل عندكم سؤال? هل question? عندكم سؤال? Do you all have any questions? نعم عندنا سؤال. تفضلي.
ما حرف لا
أي حرف؟ هناك؟
لا
إنه؟ عن؟ ليس؟ هنا؟
نعم
هذا كاف.
كاف
انظروا كاف كتب هكذا وهكذا. نعم. انظروا لا تكتبي. انظري. وكان في زمان هذا كان كاف صغير. كان كاف وكاف صغير. ثم كتب بسرعة وجعل همزة. ثم إذا نكتبه الآن نكتب هكذا نقول هكذا مكانه. This becomes the place of it when you're writing with your hand. So you don't get this mixed up with this. Okay, so this would be lamb and this would be calf. But another way to understand it is just to bring it out a little bit like that. Does that make sense?
That's a calf?
هذا الكاف وهذا اللام. هذا اللام وهذا الكاف. وما الفرق بينهما؟ هذا. هل فهمتم؟ لا أريد أن أراه من الشمال، من يمين شمال يمين شمال يمين
شمال
يمين
شمال
يمين
شمال
يمين
شمال.
أصحاب اليمين. No?
شمال.
أيوة. Well, and the prophet said that you do dirty things with your left hand. So when you raise your left hand to me, I know what you think about me. Okay?
قلت كلمة هناك
هناك بالهاء.
هناك تستخدم بأشياء فقط.
Right. The word هناك is in reference to أشياء, physical things. هناك في البيت, there is in my house, مطبخ والكمبيوترات حاسوب والسرير والغرف غرفة, right? هناك, okay? But I can also say إنه في البيت, إنه there is, but إنه is أوسع and it is wider, and إنه in its usage I can say إنه أزرق, okay? I can say إنه it is, but I can't say هناك blue. I can say إنه أزرق blue, but I can't say هناك blue. هناك has to be someplace. What's the key word? هنا. You get it? هنا. Okay, and you will hear هناك too, because you have هنا وهنا. So some people will say هناك. هنا وهنا, same word. Okay, it's just more bina. We say in Arabic, more letters, more meaning. Okay? Because hunak is from the word hina, wa huna. And kaf at the end is a suffix, right? You. So, huna is here, right? Here you, right? Is from it, but meaning you have or there is. Mafhum? Hey, well, but now don't worry about it. That's balagha. Okay, right now just remember that the word hunak or hinak, you can say it either way. Say hunak or hinak. ايوه اللحظة يا شيخ لو سمحتي يا شيخ إدريسي لو لي السؤال كيف تقول هناك؟ تقول هناك أو هناك عندكم في السودان؟
نقول هناك بس this is not
يعني ونحن نتكلم يعني كلام الحوار الناس
نقول هناك لكن
يعني هذا شعبي نعم هناك. So like that's what I figured, because I remember in Sudan they say hinak. They don't say hunak. They say hinak. Right. So if they hear you saying hinak, they're gonna say, oh, you must be Sudan, which is not a bad, huh? Misr, Sudan was one country until Misr went white. No, I'm serious. We gotta keep it real, right? Hinak wa hunak, hinak wa hinak.
Misr.
Yeah, Misr. Yes. Sorry?
Misr, it's Egypt, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
They were one country.
Yeah.
They were one country until Egypt decided that because Alexander the Great British was able to convince Egypt that since Alexander the Great was there, that they should be considered Caucasians. And so that they should that they should make slaves out of their Sudanese brothers, and they wasn't going to mess with those darker people, only them. Of course, the Sudanese brothers said, hold on, cat, you listening to that? Even you listening to it, you're going to fight. And they started fighting. Okay? Oh, yeah, and they started blowing the noses off of the things and stuff like that.
Yes.
Yeah. What's the name? What's that guy's name?
Napoleon, yeah.
Bonaparte, those guys. And so that racism grew that way from there, and they were able to, turn Egypt upside down. And still today they haven't gotten out of the conundrum that they're in. And since then, Egypt and Sudan have really not talked to each other. There's not even any ambassador between the two. No. So that's, look at that. All these years. It's not all the years, 50 years, 60 years, It ain't that long.
That's why they took the canal, right?
Well, the canal they gave it to the, now it's the Americans, actually.
Yeah.
See, what people don't realize is that once you give something to the Europeans, they don't give it back until you fight for it. So that's a whole different issue. We're not trying to fight nobody over nothing. We're just trying to learn our deen. So let's keep the point here. I don't want everybody to get twisted. We're just teaching about the deen. Okay? Asabiya is racism. That's Arabic for racism.
بداية من تركي. بداية من تركي.
لا البداية ليس من تركيا. It didn't start with Turkey. Turkey had one country, had it all as one empire. Okay, and they were ruling. The reason why they started to be hard on Egypt because they knew they were, what's his name? Abdul Hamid. If you read his memoirs, he knew that, that Egypt was being traded. So he took the family, what's the name of the family? Fuad family, he made them come and live in Turkey so to try to keep them to be all right. But what they do, they built a gold throne in their own house in the secret and joined the Masonic nation. What do you expect them to do? What do you expect them to do after that? And then they let Egypt come, they let the British army come and muster in Egypt. You know, we talk all this stuff about Philistine and stuff like that. Egypt made Philistine.
Yes.
Egypt allowed the British army to muster and hold their troops right there in Egypt. And then, because they felt a closer bondage with those guys than they did with their other Sudanese brothers, okay? Or their Philistine brothers. And then when the Philistines revolted and ran the Khalifa out to the Golden Heights in Lebanon, which is all Syria, the British army marched from Egypt, the British army marched into the unoccupied Philistine area and occupied it. That's why it's considered occupied territory. Because the law, according to the conventions of international law, if an army that did not fight for a land occupies it and gives it away, it's illegal. You get it? The conversation has to include the combatants. That's why Turkey is still a big point today. Because it was their land. Jerusalem and all that. They were the ones that were, it was their protectorate and part of their United Nations. And there was no United Nations at that time. And that's why they still have to bring them to the conversation with Cyprus, the island Cyprus, and all that whole thing going on with Greece. But most people don't get it. They don't understand what the issue is. And so what do the Europeans do? They try to bring us to divide amongst ourselves and say, no, your brother was like this. No, man, ain't no North Atlantic person gonna tell me that I gotta worry about racism from my Muslim brother more than I gotta worry about racism from him. You get my point?
No.
Even if we do recognize the issues that some of our brothers have, there's no time for me to deal with that until I get rid of this cat that's been, doing all the stuff that he's been doing.
أنا فاهم.
Hey, well, alhamdulillah. I'm sorry, I got a little twisted. I love history, but this is Arabic. That's why I don't like talking to you, doctor. Every time we doctor, he comes to, Assalamu alaikum, Shaikh. MashaAllah. Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen. Oh, man.
Okay, you was
Man, you done blew my whole class.
No, أخي. Yeah, I studied B, like B سيارة.
Bissayyah.
B.
Bissayyah. The word bih. Everybody say bih.
Bih.
From Bismillah. It's another one of those super words.
B.
Okay, it has multiple meanings. Even when you read the tafsir, they say Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. You know, they translate this. What do they translate it in English? In. It has no meaning in the Arabic language of in. Totally, like, that's way out right there. Okay? The meaning of the word ba has two major meanings. One is al-qasam, billahi. It's an oath, I'm swearing, right? Billahi, tallahi, billahi alayk. Or the other one is ista'ana, utilizing like a tool. I'm writing bil qalami. I'm eating bil mil'aqa, right? I'm arriving bis sayyara. I'm arriving, utilizing. Wherever you can change the word from bit to utilizing, that's what it means. Okay? Dhahab Allahu binurihim, right? And so it becomes muta'addi. It's causative. You get my point? So it can take a word that's normally not aggressive. An aggressive word is like, for example, jalasa. Jalasa, say it.
Jalasa.
Who jalasa? I jalasa, right? So the verb, who did it affect? The one who did the verb, right? So we call this a passive verb. Now, dhahaba, who dhahaba? I dhahaba, right? So who did the verb affect? The one who did it. So we call it a fi'lu lazim. It sticks, lazima. It sticks to the one who did it. Now the letter ba, bit, say bit. It takes that fi'lu and makes it muta'addi, right? It makes that fi'lu now yatajawwazu fa'il ila maf'ul bih. It now goes beyond the actor and it affects someone else. Does that make sense?
No.
And we call this a muta'addi fi'l, a fi'lu that is causative. So I said, Dhahaba Abu Taubah. Who left? Abu Taubah. Who did the action? Abu Taubah. So when Allah says, Dhahaba Allahu binurihim, then Allah took away their light. You get my point? So Dhahaba Allah binurihim, He made their light go away. So that's how the action of bit. So what does it do when we say Bismillah? And power, this is the influence of the Arabic. It means utilizing the name of Allah. Okay? Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim, I begin. And when you say that, there's another thing in Arabic we call hasr, which we can call tawheed. But if I single out Nazih, and I start off and say, Nazih, stand up. Okay? Now you don't have to, but he got ready to, right? Why didn't all of you guys stand up?
Single out Nazi.
Because I started, before I said stand up, I mentioned the one I wanted to stand up. So when you say Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, I begin, you singled who out?
Allah.
Right. You singled the name of Allah, and that is called Tawheed. You isolated Allah and you singled him out as the one that you was utilizing his name, right? To begin what you're going to do. So then you can't enter anyone else in there, can you? That you didn't mention prior. Does that make sense? And so the Christians and the Jews, they pray in the name of Allah, right? And because at the end of it, what do they say? In the name of, we pray all these things in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. We know the Father is Allah, the Son is the Isa ibn Maryam, and the Holy Ghost is Jibreel, right? They may not know it. So they're praying in the name of Allah along with, the Malaka, Muqarrib, and the Nabi, Yani Mahbub. But we don't do that. We start off by singling out and isolating the one that we are seeking his help in his name. Fahmeen? Hey, well, alhamdulillah. I'm going to get out of here because I need to get uptown. I said uptown. You guys understand. I got New York state of mind. I got to go up toward wherever it's down or wherever it is, however it is. I got to get to Greensboro before it gets too late, and I don't want the police to stop me on the road. When it gets too late, we have, even though legally there's no curfew, but is any smart moving African better know to get in before it gets too late, right? Especially me when I know they're watching. Yes.
Always say yeah, like yeah, Bob.
Yeah, Bob. Yeah, boo. You gotta say it like I said. Yeah, boo. Yeah, Sammy.
Bob.
They're training you, aren't they? They're training you to say yeah, and that's a good training. Because yeah is beautiful. We use it in English, but it sounds cruddy. Yo. It's the same word. Hey, yo. Hey, yeah, hey, you have. It's the same thing, but anglicized, it doesn't have that same thing. You might be able to say it to a close friend, but it doesn't have the brand of saying it in the king's court, right? But in the Arabic, you say yeah, yeah, Allah, right? Ya Rabbi. And it's appropriate. So, Ya Nazih, this is muqarrab, and at the same time, it's ihtiram. It's respectful. So, yes, it is a good training to say yeah before you speak to so-and-so. Even if you're speaking to young children, it gives them a sense of dignity. Ya bunayya. Ya bunayya. You're telling them, oh, my young child. Ya ibnati. And they say back, Ya abati. Oh, my father. Ya ummah. Oh, the mother of her. In Arabic, this makes sense, and it shows so much grandeur. Right. La taf'al kidha. Mafhum? And dignity. So yes, keep that yeah. But sometimes was and aus, don't worry about that. Work through it. Work through it. We deal with what we have to deal with till we get something better. Fahmeen? Hey, well, with these right here, I want 15 sentences. Aha! 15 sentences, not just with this. You're not restricted to this, but I want them mixed with all the other ones. In fact, forget it. No 15 sentences. I want 2 paragraphs. 2 paragraphs mixed with the other words, okay, that you guys have. I want a funny 2-paragraph story, and I'm collecting it, because I'm not going to be here Saturday, so I want you guys to make sure y'all don't think I'm going to get away because I'm not here.
Who's gonna be here?
Who's going to be here? Is anybody going to be here?
Oh, I find someone to open the door.
No, don't worry about it then. Don't come on Saturday because I don't want nobody to come and not be anybody here. So this Saturday you have off, okay? But no, I shouldn't say off. You have homework. You stay at home and do the work. Okay? Because I want some good, I better laugh when I'm reading these things. If I don't laugh, I'm failing you. And then everybody who fails has to write each word 10 times each. That's right. Okay, I asked for your permission. I'm going to go so that I can get back in enough time. Any problems? Did you guys benefit from talking to the ladies? Okay, keep doing it. Take advantage. You have. I tell you, when I was younger, I was fluent before I left overseas. I would go to the bodegas and go to all the Arabs in Brooklyn and mostly Brooklyn and talk Arabic. Those were my teachers. I would just go talk to them. And sometimes they make fun of me. Didn't care. But that's where I got my Arabic from. I got fluent right there in Brooklyn. You know? Yeah. We got to take advantage of the people. And I'm telling you, some guys made a lot of fun of me. You know? And they made a good joke. But I laughed too. And I still stuck to those same guys. I mean, well, I'm going to go to another neighborhood. You know? The bodegas is in your neighborhood, right? Keep going there. But these guys are not making fun of you, right? They're trying with you, so keep on trying with them. Now that you see them, don't ever talk to them in English. Okay? Now that you see them, always talk to them in Arabic. You know, even if you say the same thing over and over again. My name is so-and-so. I was born here. I was born there. I live here. My job is to say these things till they become easy. You got 2 months of saying it. You know, so then it runs off your mouth real easy. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك والسلام عليكم. Assalamu alaikum. You got out of getting soaked into the
Yeah, I
chef
feel
today.
it. I know.
They came looking for you.